Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned the Jacoby Brissett angle. Here's a question from Paul Good. Does 11 games mean the Broncos will look at Jimmy G or stick with Jacoby Brissett and most likely write the season off? If it's a full year, I can understand why they would have gone potentially after Jimmy Garoppolo. But here's the problem. Good luck selling this to your fan base. We gave up more to get Jimmy G than we got for Baker Mayfield. And even though there's a perfectly good explanation, it doesn't change the fact we gave up more to get Jimmy G than we got for Baker Mayfield. I think that's a reason to shy away from it. And it's even more so now because you're going to get Deshaun Watson for the stretch run. Just tread water with Jacoby Brissett, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Dearness Johnson. Jacoby Brissett's no slouch. He can if he keeps you at 5-6 or 4-7, what the hell? What the hell? I just don't think it's worth the investment to go get Jimmy G at this point for a guy who doesn't know the offense, showing up cold, got to get him ready, and then you're going to have Garoppolo, Brissett, and Watson as of Week 13.
Yes, well, I mean, this is now coming from somebody who was advocating to me about a month and a half ago that Sam Darnold would be a better option than Jacoby Brissett. So I just want to call that out. And also call out that you said the Broncos instead of the Browns.
Still would be.
No, get
Sorry,
out of here
still
with
would
that.
be.
No,
still
no,
would be.
No,
Broncos,
not a chance.
Browns, BRO. Come on.
Yeah, I know why you did it.
The Broncos
but,
is the Broncos.
Yeah, right. They will be when they finish in fourth place. Oh, the Broncos just got straight. Anyway, I think it's not as tough as a sell as you might think to say that Jimmy Garoppolo, you pay more for him in draft compensation than you got for Baker Mayfield. I don't think that that's as big of a deal as you're making it. I just don't. I mean, because you're trying to say that Jimmy Garoppolo is more accomplished than Baker Mayfield, and he has a potentially higher ceiling than Baker Mayfield. I think that that's true, at least based on what we've seen over the last couple of years. I mean, it's not like Garoppolo didn't take the 49ers to the Super Bowl in 2019. It's not like he wasn't the quarterback when they were, kind of close to defeating the Rams last year in the NFC Championship game. So, yes, Kyle Shanahan's offense has covered a lot for Jimmy Garoppolo, but it's a similar scheme. It's not like he's, totally unprepared as a veteran quarterback to come in. And when he got traded to San Fran back in, 2017, then he came in and won, the last 5 games of the season for them. So he's got experience coming in pretty cold with an offense and doing whatever he has to do. So I don't think it's necessarily completely off the table that the Browns would go out and try to get Jimmy Garoppolo. But if they're going to do it, then they need to do it soon so that he gets into that building.
And it's a complicated question because you've got to work out trade compensation with the 49ers, and you've got to work out a deal with Jimmy Garoppolo. And Garoppolo right now is on the books for $25 million. And there's a lot of issues, a lot of questions, and you ultimately have to make the philosophical, strategic decision. Are we fine with the guy who's ready? Are we fine going forward with him for 11 games and then turning it over to Deshaun Watson? Here's the other side of it. Is there a level of success? And I think someone else asked this question. Is there a level of success that the Browns have through 11 games that would cause them to continue to let it ride with Jacoby Brissett? I mean, 7-4, 8-3. We don't know what they're going to be. What if they are 7-4 or 8-3 after playing the Buccaneers? Do you just automatically go with the guy who hasn't played in 23 months? Or do you continue to let Jacoby Brissett go until he cools off, Myles?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, you didn't go out and get Deshaun Watson for him to not play. I mean, obviously he's suspended, so you knew that was going to come. As I look at that schedule, I mean, they should probably get wins over the Falcons, but that's not an easy schedule, right? I mean, you've got Bills, Buccaneers before that Week 13 matchup. Patriots, Chargers are in there. Who knows what's going to happen with the Panthers, because Baker Mayfield's going to be extremely motivated. The Bengals have done well against the Browns. The Browns have done well against the Bengals over the last couple of years is what I really should say. At Ravens. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily see Jacoby Brissett going 7-4 to that point, but I think you'd still go with the elite QB as long as he shows in practice that he's ready to get out there.
And look, good luck keeping him off the field when it's time to go to Houston for his first game back. I mean,
right.
I've seen a suggestion that one of the reasons he paid $5 million is because he knew the more he paid, the less he could get by way of suspension. He wants to play. He's going to have that date circled. He wants to play regardless of who the opponent is. The fact that it's at Houston against the Texans is only going to make him more motivated to be back and be playing, no matter whether they're 7-4, 8-3, or 11-0 when the time comes for him to play in his first game of the year.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.